What do you really see here for this company that's going to sort of keep this momentum going?
Yeah, I mean, look, this quarter was a major step in the right direction, not just in terms of stabilization, especially in China, but in terms of the forecast. I think it just shows that this install base is really the key to the value of Apple going forward. And as you see by the guidance as well as some stabilization, this is a feather in the cap for the bulls.
Yeah, I'm looking at how they're crowing that it was their biggest June quarter ever, driven by all-time record revenue from services, accelerating growth from wearables, strong performance from the iPad and the Mac. Basically, they're trying to talk down the iPhone, which for once wasn't the bulk of their revenue, and looking towards these other future engines of growth. Are you a buyer in the fact that it's all about services going forward?
Look, at the end of the day, iPhone is the meat and potatoes of the story. Services is the growth engine. And if you look over the coming quarters, this story, this 1-2 punch, is really the key value and the key reason we think Apple is a stock that makes new highs here. Services is obviously a growth engine, but when you look at iPhone, 350 million iPhones are coming up for an upgrade in the next 12 to 18 months. And as importantly you see in terms of the guidance for next quarter, that's something that even the bulls are surprised that they guided this strong. And I think that's going to be the focus tomorrow morning.
All right, so Dan, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about just kind of whether Apple can sort of really be considered the growth company that it once was, or whether it's a value stock. At the end of the day, this is still a company that generates a ton of cash, ton of sales, and it has obviously one of the most iconic brands ever. When you look forward and you see what Tim Cook has sort of managed to extend since the passing of Steve Jobs, where do you see this company going as far as a brand, as far as a consumer brand?
As far as a consumer brand, it's going to be more around services. I don't see any silver bullet new products, outside of AirPods and others. It's going to be about services and content, and that's really what they're trying to do with their streaming service as they become more entrenched in the consumer. You have 900 million active iPhones. It's about monetization of that install base, and that's really going to be the key going forward on the services side. If you look right now, iPhone continues to be the Rock of Gibraltar, despite many of our peers yelling fire in a crowded theater, and that's why you're going to see the stock up.